welcome back to Open, everyone. Our next guest is an author and mother of three who decided, to create a children's book that was inspired by her children's curiosity of her childhood. And Little Maria, that's the name of the book, reflects and represents many kids and how they experience the world. Joining us to tell us more about the Little Maria series, along with her children's apparel, please welcome Luz Maria Mack. Hello and welcome. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. And thank you for having Gianni, Grace, and Isabella here with us, too.
Gianni, Grace, and Isabella?
Cruz.
Yes, of course, we got to say the full name. Welcome, ladies. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I understand, as a mom of a 10 years young lady, I understand that whole point of being curious about how we grew up.
Yes.
And so, what were some of the questions you were coming across?
So my children never had the opportunity to go to my home country in Dominican Republic, so they would ask questions like, what did you play like? What were the toys you used when you were a kid? Did you use Nintendo Switch? Did you use American Girl dolls and things of that nature? And what did you do with your family when you were little? So those kind of questions trigger a lot of moments of me reliving my childhood. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just put this down in paper. And it just took off from there.
So, what kind of journey does Little Maria take us on?
Sure. So it first started with this book. This was my first, I want to say, proof of concept of Pequeña María, Little Maria. And it was introducing the character in a way of like, let me bring you to my world and what makes me so special and so unique. And from there, I decided to obviously revamp the entire series, revamp the entire book, and now I have this character, and this is what Little Maria actually looks like. And what we did with this book is started with cleanliness in the home, how we grew up, or meaning I grew up as a child, like learning how to take care of a home with my family, and how it wasn't like a task or an arduous thing to do, but it was mostly like, hey, we're gonna clean up and we're gonna have fun as a family together. And it went off from there.
That's beautiful. If only they
if only they respond like that. But you know what they did respond well to? They're like, oh my gosh, there was no electronics. Oh my gosh, like, mommy, that seems a little boring. But they had a good point of reference to see like, hey, this is how other children experience life in different parts of the country. And it wasn't something so different than theirs. So they found a lot of points of reference that they found to be relatable.
And so the stories teach the how to be with family and live up to your responsibilities as you're developing as a child.
Yes, but most importantly, how to see themselves in books, because all the books I try to put kids of color in a very like happy way, in a very beautiful way, depicting the curly hair, depicting our skin tones, and it doesn't have to be all a different type of skin tone. So it shows kids of color in all different shades and in all different walks of lives.
Yes, which is very important, and we love that. And so these young ladies by your side.
Yes, they're actually, so Gianni has one of the t-shirts, and this is from the new book that will be launching in September, and this is Little Maria playing with butterflies, and that was actually one of my fond childhood memories in Dominican Republic. And then here we have Isabella showing a picture of how I grew up in DR, and it was my family on the porch playing music and laughing all together, just enjoying a really nice time in the evening.
That's lovely. And so these young ladies, are they related to you?
They're not.
They're your models?
They're my models, and I'm so grateful to them. My kids are a little bit more shy. So I'm very grateful that they're here just showing their apparel and being happy about it.
I think it's important that, like you said, that they understand that even if they're second, third generation of whatever, Dominican, Puerto Rican, of any Caribbean descent and beyond, right?
Yeah.
That they have some kind of way of identifying back to their roots.
Yes.
Especially if they're unable to get there or visit it. And so these books, I'm going to assume, take you on a journey. I wish I would have gotten one before, so I could have had an idea, but it's okay. I kind of get the idea. And then I see you got a little muñequita here.
Yes.
So the muñequita is little Maria,
The super helper with the broom and little bucket and her little friend.
and it's beautiful. What's it made out of yarn?
It is. It was actually made by this older lady in Venezuela that she loved the book so much. She showed me her prototype, and we've been working together ever since.
I like the super helper aspect of it because really, in the end, while they are assisting us, right,
Yes.
the children. Hope my daughter's listening. It's
I'm sure she is.
she's right over there. It's really a way of teaching them their own self-development and how to take care of themselves.
Yes. Yes,
Right.
definitely.
All right, so I understand you have some upcoming projects 2020.
Yes, I do. So my goal is to have little Maria showing us something that is a little lost, I want to say, in tradition here in the United States, and it's La Fiesta Colonial, where they do the merengue festival in Dominican Republic. And I want to work on that project with a couple of other individuals in Dominican Republic and show our culture in such a beautiful and fun, dynamic way. And also another project I'm working with is little Maria having a friend that happens to be deaf-mute, and is showing our communities, even the deaf-mute community, in such a kind and beautiful way, and how we could empower each other.
That's lovely. That's lovely. It's important to teach them at a young age to understand the importance of inclusivity.
Yes.
And that we can have different ways about us but still be the same.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to reading the series.
Thank you.
And
so
thank you
much.
for being here, ladies. Thank you for modeling this magnificent apparel, Little Maria apparel, right? Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
I just want to
correct.
make
Thank
sure I'm
you.
naming it right. And
Yes.
you guys, the Little Maria bilingual book series, it can be purchased at luzmack.com or on platforms such as Amazon. And we had to take a quick break, but we'll hear about a pet grooming service catering to dogs in the tri-state area. So don't go anywhere.